Alright, greetings again. I had a chat with my professor, and I didn't do as bad as I thought. Looking at the wrong spot here. Didn't do as bad as I thought, and I'm sorry I'm walking around. I just feel like I need to stand up. Um, my first video I created 2 years ago, and it would be almost 3 years ago now. Seems like so much longer. Uh, when I first started, I tried to monetize my videos, but then I had a moral issue with that because I don't feel like that information. Uh, I feel like that information that I'm giving should be free, um, and so it is. It was of a short period of time. Um, I just noticed yesterday that the first video I did just reached over 11,000 views, and I had plans at the time to produce more content um, and actually write out scripted events that occurred to show, similar how Louis Theroux did, what kind of things happen on staff and to publics and stuff like that. This is something that I was very passionate about doing, and then life happened. So um, rather than monetize my videos, which I have nothing against, I know Chris Sheldon monetizes his videos, um, and other people monetize their videos. It's just, for me, it doesn't feel right. And so what I did is I created a Patreon page. There's been many people telling me to create one. Uh, so that I can create this kind of content that I'm talking about. I know that my videos are very basic, but I have examples. I'll upload an example of the type of videos that I can create. Um, I was in audio engineering, and I taught myself how to do video editing and special effects. And I've worked on sets and stuff before, video shoots, as a as an audio engineer, and a producer. So what I'm getting at is I'm launching a Patreon, and whether or not you guys want to see this kind of stuff, uh, it doesn't really. Uh, well, I guess the reason I'm launching it is because there've been some of my friends uh, that want to see some of what what is experienced, the Scientology experience. And the thing is, to do it right, as with anything, recording an album or making a movie or a short video even, it requires a lot. It requires time, thought, effort, writing, coordination, schedules, timetables, equipment, editing time, rendering time, and just all these things. I mean, I have no problem doing that, but um, I also have other things that I do. And while I would like to provide that content uh, for free, it's very time consuming, and um, I simply can't. I have to take care of, unless I'm actually making uh, something off of it. Um, it's very hard because I'm unemployed. Um, it's very hard for me to take that time uh, and spend it on that when there's so many other things that require my attention. I do work, but I'm not technically employed. I get paid cash. So um, in the description, I'll link my Patreon page. And if you've checked the front page of the YouTube page, you'll see that it's much more organized now. I'm taking the time to just make it about Scientology, blog world. I've also created a Discord server for those of you who know what that is. It's a VoIP. Um, well, for those of you who don't know what it is, it's a voice over IP software that you could literally log in, and if I'm online, you can talk to me. Um, and yeah, so I also linked my Twitch account just because sometimes I play games and stream with my guild. That was actually a big part of recovery for me from Scientology. So um, I linked my Twitch account. Um, but all that aside, like, my point is I want to make content. I've watched all of the Scientology documentaries that I can find, um, and there's still more to be said. There's still situations to examine and to look at, and for people to know what happens and what goes on and what is occurring. I want people to know what is occurring on staff and as a staff member, um, especially for those who have family members on staff. And I'll show you my computer and what I've got to work with. Um, I'll show you some examples of the work that I've done in the past with websites and clients. I swear, trucks around here are just crazy. Um, I'll give you some examples of some work I've done for clients. I'll give you an example of some work I've done on my own. And if you feel like you want to see something, I mean, I have goals for myself. I'd love to show uh, a more uh, up close and personal look at things like body routing, reg cycles, um, the bridge, the mentality of the mentality of being a Scientologist, the everyday life of a Scientologist that's on staff, and then also the interactions of the staff Scientologists and public Scientologists, the breach of trust and the breach of confidentiality that occurs on a daily basis between staff members and public parishioners, and then some of the things the executives do to staff members, interactions with the Sea Org. There's all kinds of ideas that I have. I just don't have the time or the money. So if it's something that you've got some extra money and you'd like to contribute to, I honestly believe that it would be a great service to anyone who's experienced Scientology for themselves, or who has someone that they love experiencing that traumatic experience, or have experienced it in the past. Some of them will be funny, because sometimes, you know, when you're living in that hellhole, you have to make the best of what you got. And the humor may be lost on some people, but I think that with enough examples of what life is like on staff, the humor will actually become, well, will make sense over time, given enough examples. So I'm going to go ahead and I've already launched the Patreon page. It's already linked up to my Discord. You can come and talk to me anytime you want through the Patreon page. And I'm about to go inside and show you my computer. If you want to call it that, it's a monster of a machine. And you'll get a nice little surprise right here. Say hi. Hey Stone, say hi.
Hi, who's that?
Everybody. Say hi.
Hi, who's that for?
Everybody.
Oh.
This is my mother.
Yeah, I'm his mama. Love you.
I love you too. My mother didn't know what was going on when I was in the church. She had no idea. Had she known, what would you do?
I would have went over there and got you and brought you home. It's exactly what I would have done.
So that's my mother and my two beautiful children. And I'm going to show you what I'm working with production-wise. Stone's excited. See, we went around with the camera. Okay, I'm going to flip around here. That machine in the corner there is a lot bigger than it looks.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger than it looks. I did have two RX 480s in there for rendering. I took one out and mining Bitcoin currently. Actually, Ethereum. And then here's my blog page. The last post I made was milestone 1. It's backwards. Sorry about that. And encourage you all to look at that. My YouTube page, as you can see, I've reorganized it. It's backwards. You can't read it. It's the camera is this way. You're crazy. So I'm gonna read you.
Chicken butt.
No. No. What did you say?
Chicken butt.
Chicken butt? Oh. Alright, so I made a post, and I'm gonna just read it off to you to explain what, oh, come on, where is it here? By the way, the URL is easy. It's patreon.com/logworld, no spaces, all lowercase. So here's my first post. First official Patreon. I'm working on my degree in psychology. My goal is to study cyber psychology, but also to create content for my subscribers that is of higher quality than what I've been doing. Fortunately, my skills in video and audio editing are great. Unfortunately, though, creating quality content takes time. And as you all know, I have to make sure my basic needs are taken care of before I go off being creative and all. If you're sincerely interested in stage scenes and examples...
My hair is the wrong color.
It's the wrong color?
Yeah.
Looks the right color to me.
What?
If you're interested in stage scenes or examples or scenarios of things that happen in Scientology, on staff, as a staff member, and would like to see them reenacted and examined, broken down with the knowledge that I'm learning from university studies, then I do need some money to compensate myself for time spent. On average, a 10-minute video, fully decked out with video shoot, editing, sound, takes equipment, some of which I have, some of which I don't. But time-wise, a 10-minute video by my standards can take a few days to produce. something that's visually compelling, well written, carefully thought out, and etc. It's something I've wanted to do since my first video, but other responsibilities take priority. If any patrons out there would like to see and hear my experience in new ways, this is probably the best way to go. I do not monetize my YouTube, as I feel the information about Scientology should be free and open. However, I will accept patrons and produce as much as I can, given the resources I have. I have a beastly computer that can handle heavy special effects rendering. I have a very large green screen, tons of friends who can contribute to art and set design, actors who are interested in portraying characters I have spoken about. It's more of a pipe dream at the moment, but I'm a big John Lennon fan. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. There's no pressure. No pressure. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you subscribers who've been with me and those who waited literally years to hear anything from me. Your love and concern has not gone unnoticed. So, I'll upload the examples and I'll put them under a different category so that you can see kind of content I can create. And I hope to be able to create a lot of it for all of you. Thanks again, and I'm feeling much better. I'm in a much better mood. I had a chat with my professor. I'll be meeting with her in the morning. My score was not as bad as I was making it out to be. It's a difficult class, and the class average was 65, which means that many of the students scored in the 30s. So my score of 60 was it wasn't the lowest, it wasn't in the middle, it was the high middle grade. There were two people who made passing grades, so we're going to talk about that tomorrow morning at 8:30 when I go see her in her office during her office hours. I love you, Stella.
Love you too.
And that's it. I'll leave it in the hands of you guys who've supported me this whole time. It's like they're trained to do this or something. It's like
I've been watching videos of.
Yeah, you watch videos all the time on YouTube, don't you? You know how it works. This didn't exist when Daddy was a kid. Did you know that? We just had TV. So you guys have a wonderful Thursday, and I will see you soon, and there will be more videos coming soon. Thanks. Bye.